Factory black. I want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. It's killer. All right, here we go. It's a black short wide 1972 C10 350 automatic AC. Let's take it for a test drive. Back with another short wide here at PC Classic Cars. Today we are in a 1972 Chevrolet C10, and this is a factory short bed 115 wheelbase C10. It has a non-original 350, but the motor is really strong. Has good power, pulls you down the road nice. As far as a good cruiser, it does what you want it to do. As far as the transmission goes, it is a turbo 350 3-speed automatic transmission, so you don't have that highway gear that you get with the overdrive. Like a 700 R4, but it doesn't have a crazy gear in the rear end, so you can still do about 60. You can push it at 65, but you start turning a few RPMs at that point. Power steering, power front disc brakes, and the front discs have been upgraded to a Wilwood drilled and slotted front rotor, so you have a really nice upgraded disc brake setup. Factory AC blows nice and cold, heat blows hot, so you have good options when it comes to this C10. And as you can see, cruising at 60 miles an hour right now, it does a really nice job. On the interior, you have a black stock style interior. Seat covers in great shape, door panels match, dash pads in great shape, headliner, visors, all of that's in really good condition. So overall, the interior is really nice. You have your stock gauges. This one does not have a tack. Nice aftermarket wood grain style steering wheel. You do have an old school style Jensen AM/FM cassette deck stereo. You have two aftermarket under the dash like cigarette lighters. To be honest, I don't know if they're doing anything, but they're there. Carpet's in good shape, nice floor mats. Overall, the interior's in good shape outside of like the paint on the glove box itself has some little imperfections, but that's a really nitpicky deal there. As far as the spid decal on this particular truck, I have a copy of the original spid decal, which mentions that this is a factory black, short wide, 115 wheelbase truck. I actually am in the process of having a new one made because we got a copy of the original. I didn't get the original with the truck, but we have a copy of it, so we can send it off and have it remade. But it is a true short bed. It is a factory black short wide, which is really cool. So we're working on getting another one made, and we'll get that installed in the glove box for the next owner. As far as the doesn't work section on this particular truck, you do have a few smaller things that are not working. The voltage gauge is not moving. The reverse lights and the tail lights are not coming on. The horn is not doing anything. When you turn the headlights on, the dash lights do not illuminate. The flasher button is not working properly. When you push it, the flashers just stay illuminated on the dash, but the flashers aren't working. And then when you engage the parking brake, it's the truck will still move, so the parking brake's not working. And then the washer fluid sprayers do not spray any fluid. So a little bit of a laundry list there, but it's actually all really minor stuff, about a weekend's worth of work to probably get all of the little things going. You will see a screenshot of the doesn't work section on the website pcclassiccars.com in the additional media section. So find this vehicle on the website, scroll to the very bottom, you'll see that additional media section on there, and the doesn't work section will be posted, which shows all of the items that work and all the items that do not work. So make sure you guys check that out. We're warmed up, so we'll go ahead and test out the 350. Good power for what it is. Again, you're not winning any races with that 350, but it is still a strong small block. That transmission shifts like it should. On the underneath, the floors are great. The inner rockers and the braces are all good to go. I don't see any rust issues or rust problems. Bottom side of the bed is also nice. On the exterior, again, this is a factory black truck. I do not know when the repaint was done. It has its miscellaneous flaws and imperfections. As a truck to hop in and cruise, you can be very proud of it, but it does have its imperfections. The biggest things for me is the top portion of this driver's door over here has some metallic in it, which doesn't match the rest of the fenders. Being that it's black would be the easiest thing to fix. And then down low in the silver on the lower corners of the cab corners, and then other just miscellaneous areas, it's got some imperfections, a little bit in the bodywork, but still, again, not a bad looking truck in any way, shape, or form. The side trim's got a few little nicks in it. You have the aftermarket wheels. Tires are, I believe, are a 2013 on the date code on the tires, but they have no dry rot or cracking. Grill's in good shape. Tailgate's in good shape. The inside of the bed has been fully repainted and it shows awesome back there. That additional media section is going to be your best friend. So PCClassicCars.com, click on this vehicle, scroll to the bottom. The additional media section will outline all of the flaws on the truck inside and out, and then that doesn't work section as well. But this is a great truck to hop in. If you want to do some little things to it to take it to the next level, you can. But this would be a great one to just drive and have a lot of fun with. Those Wilwoods stop it really nice. Doesn't pull you left, doesn't pull you right. Steering is in good shape. I don't know when the front end or the steering, when all that stuff was redone. It looks like it's been done at some point in the truck's life, but it's not a brand new truck when it comes to pretty much anything. But it all, again, checks out. As you can see here, the steering truck goes where you want it to go. It's very responsive. The brakes do the same. It doesn't wander out on the open road. I feel very confident to hop in this and go cruising. As far as your glass, I don't see any major issues with the windshield. Side windows roll up and down like they should, with some little vertical streaks in the side glass. It is a fixed back glass, so no sliding to open the back glass, but that's just how it would have been from the factory. Seat foam feels good. It's not beating me around going down this bumpy road. Seat foam isn't broken down at all. I think it's an excellent looking truck. As far as the two-tone with the wheel and tire combo, obviously the black interior, it's just got a hell of a look to it. We'll get in the throttle here one more time. Let you hear that exhaust. As far as the exhaust goes, it has been replaced. You have headers and then full-length duals, tailpipes coming out the back. You really hear more motor than you do exhaust. Flowmasters, again, if you watch the videos, you know I'm a huge component or a huge fan of Flowmasters on just about anything. So it sounds great going down the road. But with this one, having stock style mufflers are not terribly loud. You can change them out if you want to. When you pop the hood, fluids are all good. Belts, hoses, wiring, nothing is out of place. It all checks out. Really clean and sanitary on the engine bay. Firewall, inner fenders, radiator and core support, all of that does check out like you'd want it to. Some other little things I like to do to C10s or pickups in general is the fuel tank is still behind the seat in this one. Relocating it to the frame underneath the bed in the back and then doing an aftermarket filler neck. That's always a nice add-on to any short wheelbase or long wheelbase truck. Pretty much any truck in general is a nice add-on. Doesn't have to be done. This one does not smell like fuel on the inside of the cab. That's just one of those little additions that I always like. But that's just kind of personal preference. There's nothing wrong with the stock fuel location. It works like it should. This is a 1972 Chevrolet C10 factory short bed, factory black, 350 automatic cold AC from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars. We appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out all of the additional content we're posting across all the social platforms every single day and the additional media section on this particular truck on PCClassicCars.com, and we'll catch you guys on the next test drive.